Greetings! Welcome once again to your regular family talk show, Home Happenings with the Chiadambahs. On this show, we address the happenings in the home as it concerns members of the household, as well as deal with other relationship matters. I am Bessel Chiadambah, and with me is my darling wife,
Jackie Chiadambahs.
Beautiful. All right, so we have something very special for us today. We will be looking at the topic courtship. And on this topic, we will seek to understand the meaning of courtship, the difference between courtship and dating. How long should a courtship last? And the reason why some courtships fail and others succeed. All right, so I was starting with giving us a brief description, definition, so to say, of what courtship is all about. All right, so courtship is the act of seeking for the love and companionship of someone. It is like seeking for the affections of a woman, usually with a hope and intention of marriage. All right, so what's your own opinion on courtship?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Courtship is the period of time between a man and a woman where they develop intimate relationship for the purpose of marriage.
Yeah. Okay. So straight ahead, we'll be looking at the difference between courtship and dating. All right. So you again, tell us the difference between courtship and dating.
Courtship and dating the difference between courtship and dating can be deduced from the following.
Okay.
But I'm going to start with dating because I believe dating comes before courtship.
All right.
Okay. In a dating relationship, it may be fleeting.
Okay.
You know, people go into dating. They may or may not believe. They believe that it may last or it may not last.
Okay.
So, but in a courtship relationship, it's usually more of a more permanent nature. In dating, you have activities like going out to have a drink, going out to have a drink, going to see a concert, you know, cooking together, you know, having meals together and all that. But in a courtship, we have a longer lasting relationship.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Where you are in it for life. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, because you believe that you're going to get married.
Yes.
Then we also talk about the intended outcome of both dating and courtship. In a dating relationship, there is usually no specific expectation from the couples involved. But in a courtship, you go into it believing that you're going to get married, so the relationship is here to stay.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you handle it with more commitment and all that. Okay, but then again, we have exclusivity. In a dating relationship, there is usually no a couple may or may not be exclusive to each other. To each other. So,
Yes.
But in a courtship relationship, they are exclusive. It's an exclusive relationship. It's a monogamous relationship, so to say.
Yeah.
So they are not allowed to date people outside of each other. So that is all about differences between them.
All right. Well said. Thank you. From my own end, I did like to say that the difference between courtship and dating hails from their respective definitions. All right, so I'd like to take us back on this. You know, I said earlier that courtship is the act of seeking for the love and companionship, affections of someone, okay, usually with the hope and intention of marriage. Now, on the other hand, dating is the act of, going out with someone, whom you are romantically and sexually interested in. Okay, so, the difference between the two of them is the fact that in a dating relationship, the parties involved usually not bound by any commitment, okay, to marry each other. But those who are involved in a courtship relationship are usually committed with the intentions of getting married at the end of the day. All right, so in a nutshell, I would like to wrap up the difference like this. Dating is like someone trying to answer the question, how do I get someone who can make me happy? But courtship is like someone who strives to answer the question, how do I honor God? Trying to seek God's direction concerning or regarding my life partner. Okay, so straight to the third point on today's topic, courtship. Would like you to tell us if there is a duration for a courtship relationship. How long should a courtship relationship last?
I think a courtship relationship should, depending on the courtship, on the couple's experience, their exposure, their understanding, and all that, their maturity. I believe that a courtship can last for years. But personally, I feel that a courtship should not be too short a time, neither should it be too long a time. It shouldn't be shorter than 6 months.
Okay.
Because I feel 6 months, less than 6 months is more of a friendship. But it shouldn't be shorter than 6 months, depending on how long the two people have met, have been friends. You understand?
Okay.
There are cases where people have been friends for some time and they now decide to go into courtship. So their courtship could be less than 6 months, or
Okay.
it could be about 6 months or so. So then coming to the length of time, I feel courtship should not last longer than 3 years, 2, 3 years maximum. Because I feel if it lasts longer than that, there are certain things that could come up.
Yeah.
That could come up that could affect the relationship adversely.
Yes.
So
yes.
I feel courtship should not extend beyond 3 years. Personally, I was in a relationship that lasted close to 8 years, and at the end of the day, we didn't get married. But as a believer in Christ, all things still work together for my good, and I'm married to my soulmate today. But but it may not always work out like that for everyone. So, but I think that a couple that really means to get married, you don't need to waste time. Just be serious about it, and let's make marriage a reality between you guys. Because I mean, if you really mean to get married, why waste time?
On my from my end, I would say that courtship shouldn't be taken for granted for any reason. In other words, that's to say that it should be specified and followed, okay, with every seriousness to accomplishment. And like I always say, if you can set or tag a period of time to your courtship and you see to it that it happens, it gets to marriage, I bet you every other goal you set in marriage will definitely be accomplished. So for me, I'm not particularly concerned, okay, about the period of time. I just feel that there should be a period agreed by both parties, and then you just have to make it work, okay? Because if you make it work, that means in marriage, everything you set as a goal will definitely work out. All right, so we are going straight to why some courtships relationships fail and others succeed. So over to you once again. Why is it that some people stay too long a time in courtship and end up not working out, while some work out? So what do you have to say about this?
Some people may say that it's a lot about mistakes happening. But I think that it's not just that it's not necessarily about mistakes. It's about how these mistakes are handled.
Okay.
So I feel that in a successful courtship, um, you have characteristics like people confronting their issues, not hiding from them, talking about it, being open about it. But in an unsuccessful courtship, you find cases where people avoid talking when they have issues. They ignore issues. They deny issues. In their own mind, they believe that when they do that, when they avoid all these situations, they want to create peace.
Mm.
But the total is totally the opposite that happens, because when you avoid things, when you keep things in your heart, you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
When you don't confront matters, then these things will build up.
Yeah.
It's just like a time bomb waiting to explode.
And threaten the courtship.
Yes, and this kind of things, when you avoid talking about, when you find that couples are not talking anymore, they now begin to they now find that they don't learn how to handle conflicts. They don't learn how to handle conflict, and when they avoid issues like this too, they don't learn how to admit that they are wrong. And when people don't know how to admit that they are wrong, then what happens? They find it difficult to seek forgiveness. You understand?
Okay.
They find it difficult to when somebody does not know how to admit he or she is wrong, then it will be difficult for the person to even believe that he or she stands in need of forgiveness.
Okay.
And someone that that does not feel he stands in need of forgiveness does not also believe that she should seek for forgiveness. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. Yes.
So in that kind of situation, I believe that couples should try to talk about things. They should try to confront matters, because when they don't do that, it now makes them bitter people. It now makes them entitled people. They begin to feel that every other person is the one making the mistakes, and they are not making any mistakes. So I feel that couples should learn how to confront matters. They should not hide issues. They should not avoid it, because if they really mean to be in a relationship, they should have an open way of talking about it, a reconciling way. Talk about things in a way that shows that you want to reconcile. Talk about things in a way that shows that this person means something to you. You want this relationship to continue. So that's what I have to say about it.
Wow. All right. That was like the talk from a counselor. All right. So okay, I have to say something here. When you talk about some courtships, okay, those of them that fail and the other ones that succeed, I tend to be more concerned about those that didn't work out, okay, because it's very painful, when you've put in all you could to make something work, and it didn't work out. I think it calls for a serious attention. Now, just in 3 simple opinions of mine, I would submit my own opinion why I feel some courtships fail. Now, if it doesn't work out, then it was all lies from the beginning. Yes, it means that the both of you never, okay, were honest. You were never what you projected yourselves to be. And then of course, that marriage cannot be built on the foundation of lies. So there is no way it can work. Now, secondly, I feel that the reason why courtships fail could be that you refused to amend your ways. Okay, while the other partner was busy being patient in love, hoping that some of the things that shouldn't be in marriage should be discontinued with. And all the years, all the period of courtship, there wasn't anything done about it. Obviously, it could affect the working out of your courtship relationship. And then finally, when you involve a lot of third parties in your courtship relationship, then come on, you make the third party your eyes, your ears, your mouth. They're the ones that says what happens. I mean, they're not going to be there with you in marriage. So do not allow much of third parties in your courtship relationship if you want it to work out. Thank you. All right. So we would like you to just give us, one or two words, what your advice or advices should be for those who intend to go into courtship and those who are already in courtship.
I would say for those going into courtship, for those who are thinking of going into courtship, probably you've been dating before and you just want to go into courtship. I'd say go into courtship with someone who you can see is responsible enough to be your husband or your wife someday. Don't just go into it feeling that anyway she can just satisfy my needs for now, or he can just satisfy my needs for now. Go into a relationship with someone that you know that when you look at him or when you look at her, you know that she can be or he can be your wife or he can be your husband. Someone who is marriage material. Don't go into it because of physical status or outward appearance of the person or material possessions, because that's the order of the day today. But I think you should go into it for the right reasons, which I have said. Then for those that are already in courtship, I'd say what you see now is what you get. People hardly ever change in their adult life. So what you see is what you get. So if you like what you see, then please stay and nurture a good relationship with God. Hold God in your relationship and ask Him daily to guide you, and He will. But if you don't like what you see, you know what to do. Because I think a broken courtship is better than a broken relationship. A broken courtship is better than a broken marriage.
Yeah, really. All right, so we're grateful for you watching your time. Thank you for taking out your precious time. We look forward to getting across to you very much more interesting, sensitive, informative and important topics. Okay, so until then, from us, we say, may your home happenings be in peace.